think I need to make some furniture. For no particular reason. It's for my super secret. Anyway, I've got some stuff around here that I can use. Like, I've been collecting foam with the help of someone, and this is like packaging material for ice cream cones. And I have a whole bunch. There's some here and there's some more up there on the trampoline. Anyway, there's a lot of them. So I can use those. And I also have lots of cloth and stuff. I think I'm going to use this right here, but I have like a bunch more stuff stuck in the ceiling because that's where I like to keep my cloth stuff. And I'm thinking kind of along the lines of like gym mats. You know, like when you went into gym, those ones that velcroed together? But I think I want to make them thicker and not as wide so they don't cover such a huge area. And that way I can stack them up if I want to make a chair, or I can lay them down and velcro them together if I want to like sleep on them or something. And they'll be like transforming chair, bed, whatever, lounging furniture. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, I already started. And here we've got some of these foam things. As you can see, they're arranged. And there's two whole ones down there, and then they fit into each other. And this is like a half piece over here and a half piece over there. And the top I'm gonna leave like with the grooves in. I could take some more pieces and make it a solid block, but I'm thinking, well, am I on the camera right? I'm thinking that if I have it this way, then if I want extra squishy surface, I can put it that way. But if I want a more firm surface, oops, these don't really stay together, then I can put it this way, and then I get the more, you know, solid, firm surface. Okay, I also already cut out a piece of this gray stuff, just a little bit wider than the foam, and this, if you pick it up and go all the way around, it fits all the way around the stuff, and this can be sewn together as such, sort of like that. And then I can use two pieces and sew a piece here and sew a piece on the other side, and then I'll basically have like a cloth box. I'm also going to have to attach some Velcro strips, which I have because I collect things like this. So I'm going to put a Velcro strip on one of these, and at the other end there's going to be a flap with the other end of the Velcro on it, so that the flap from the other one will be able to stick to this one, and then this one will be able to stick to the next one. Makes perfect sense, right? Of course, my sewing machine has a coat hanger on it, jerry-rigged so that I can use the big threads, because, you know, this doesn't fit up here really. But if I put it down here, then wrap it around my little thingy, whatever you call it, then I can, you know, thread my thing with this. Oh, holy crap, my needle's dirty. That must have been like sewing duct tape or something. I don't know.
It'll be okay.
Alright, I need to attach my Velcro right kind of in the corner. Sweet! And I always sew everything twice so it doesn't fall off. Now one of the end pieces of the box goes on, and I'll start sewing it here, and when I get to the corner I'll have to pull this up and then sew along, and then when I get to the corner again, just keep going around, and it's kind of like trying to fit a greased pig through a square hole. But that's all sewn on the end, and now I have a fancy hat. No, that's not what it's for. But now I have to start thinking ahead of, well, I'm going to have to sew this seam down here, and then I'll have to close the other end that's still open. And that's the end where the flap's going to go. That's going to Velcro onto the other part I Velcroed, this thing here. Let's turn it right side out for a second. This stuff never makes any sense until it's all put together, because right now it's just a jumble of stuff. And here's the pieces I'm going to need for my flap. So I'm going to fold this in half and sew this Velcro to it. Yarr! And I tucked in the edges and everything. Back to my big thing. Now I can sew the seam that goes along the side. Next, the other end of the box gets slapped on there, making sure I leave one seam open so that I can turn inside out, stuff it, and then sew this thingy on here. and stuff. Please excuse my technical sewing terms. If you need a glossary of stuff, just let me know. All closed up except for one seam right here, and that's going to be the last one. First, I'm going to sew this to it somewhere on the inside so that when I flip this out, it'll be the right way, and then I'll have to turn this all inside out and then sew the last piece on the outside. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, actually I turn the bag right side out, and then on the end piece I take this and sew it Velcro side down, so then it'll be able to go like this, Velcro onto the other one. Okay, that's sewn onto the end cap thing, and then the other side of the seam I just tucked it over and sewed it, you know, so there's not a fraying edge. And then I'm gonna stuff this, and then hopefully I can line this seam up and then just sew it shut like that on the outside. There's me foam, and this looks like it should fit. Cool, it's all in there. Now I just have to sew the last thing together. Cool. Now this can Velcro onto the next one, so now I have to make two before I can even test that out. Anyway, I want to make like 4 more of these or something, so I guess I better get sewing. Oh, check it out! Alright, constructor cushions, dismantle! Excellent! That looks kind of like a nice tasty bed right there. I'm gonna take a nap! Oh wait, I'm not that tired. I'm gonna transform it into a chair. Yeah, I think I'm done playing with these. Well, that was a pretty short video, so I think I have time to pre-address some questions and comments that I'm sure will be coming. Jaimie, can I have a glossary of sewing terms? No! See, that was a joke. And asking, even though you think it's hilarious, it's not really that funny because I kind of already made the joke. And now some people are going to be like, oh, I'll type it in now. That'll be a great comment because he just said it won't be funny. This will be so funny. It's still not going to be funny. But you know, I'm sure there's people who just, you know, can't think of anything funny to say for themselves. So go ahead and type it in there and the rest of us will just try to ignore it. Jaimie, don't you know, you can buy a little thing so that you can use the big thread on your sewing machine. You don't have to make it out of a coat hanger. Yeah, I also could have bought the cushions. Hey Jaimie, you should wear a shirt in your videos. Oh, I should wear a shirt, should I? Well, I'm at my house and I'm gonna wear whatever I want. You're lucky I'm wearing pants. Hey Jaimie, real men don't do things like sew. Yeah, I know. They also don't do things like cook and, you know, wipe their own bums. And they kind of made up this money thing to pretend they still have some dignity while getting everyone else to do their stuff for them. So that's why I didn't decide to be a real man. I decided to just be an 8-year-old. Hey Jaimie, why is there a trampoline inside your house? I'm sorry, that's just too dumb a question. I can't even answer that. Hello, Mr. Jaimie. My name is Hoity-Toity McSnootiness, and I'm a professional seamstress-ster. And you are clearly doing everything incorrectly. Good. Yeah, it's kind of fun when you do everything completely incorrectly, and it comes out awesome. Hey, Jaimie, where did you learn to sew anyway? Let's see. I was about maybe 3 or 4 years old, and I looked at like a t-shirt, and I said, oh, well, that makes sense. And how did I know where to go to get a super great sewing machine that would last me decades at an excellent price? My mom.